What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today I have another Craftsman tool set to give an overview of for you here, and that is the Craftsman OverDrive tool set. Now, these just came out. They just got released at Lowe's within the last couple weeks or so, at least in my area. You have a lot of options with these tool sets. They have a 49 piece, they have an 80 piece, which this one is. They have a 121 piece and a 154 piece. Now, the 49 piece is on sale right now for $79. That's going to be 3/8 size only. This is the 80 piece. This is like the mid-range. This is on sale right now at Lowe's for $99. I'll put a link in the description box as well if you want to check it out. This includes 3/8 and 1/4 inch. And the two bigger ones are the 121 piece and the 154 piece. The 121 piece is $149 on sale. That's 3/8, 1/4 inch, and 1/2 inch, and it also includes some wrenches. And then the 154 piece is massive. I would assume it's 3/8, 1/4 inch, and 1/2 inch, as well as even more wrenches. I have not looked at that. If you want me to look at that, drop a comment in the comment section down below. I'd love to go pick one up for you guys and give you an overview. This one today that we're going to go over is the 80 piece. It's standard and metric. Like I said, 1/4 inch and 3/8, as well as some other tools as well. We'll see how much filler pieces it has in here. This Craftsman OverDrive is basically based on, from what I could see, the Mac RBRT technology. And you could see that this is what it's talking about right here. Tight torque technology. It removes fasteners rounded up to 70%. And then up here it also says full-time warranty. And you can see down here as well, 2.5 times better access because of the 180 tooth ratchet. We're going to get into that as soon as we open it up, but let's open it up first. Before I open it up, I wanted to show you, you do have metal clasps here, which is a little upgrade compared to some of the other Craftsman cases that these tool sets come in. And for what it's worth, this Craftsman handle here pops right off of mine. Doesn't really matter too much to me, but just keep that in mind. So if you open it up, you have your ratchets, 3/8 and 1/4 inch. You have a 3/8 extension, a smaller 1/4 inch extension, a 3/8 swivel, all of these small kind of cheap bits, a bit holder to put it on the ratchets, and then you have all of your 1/4 inch shallow sockets here, which is all that they give you for this. No deep sockets for the 1/4 inch. And the sizes for this are 1/4 inch, 5/16, 3/8, 7/16, 1/2 inch, and then 6mm, 7mm, 8, 9, 10. And you also do have a spark plug socket right there. Now on the top, you have your 3/8 shallow sockets. Metric here, standard here. Metric is 10mm, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And your standard is 3/8, 7/16, 1/2 inch, 9/16, 5/8, 11/16, and 3/4. Now on the top is where you have your deep sockets. Here's your standard 3/8, 7/16, 1/2 inch, 9/16, 5/8, and 11/16, and 10mm, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Like I said, these are only 3/8, no 1/4 inch. So let me show you the ratchets first. So these ratchets, as I said, they market these as 180 tooth ratchets. You can see right there. All of this stuff is in the gunmetal chrome. When compared to the other Craftsman setups in regular chrome, you could see the difference in color right there. It's a nice look, honestly. But like I said, this is marketed as 180 tooth. This is not really a 180 tooth ratchet. It's a 90 tooth ratchet that has a dual pawl in there. It does give you a lot of strength, but the negative to that is it adds a decent chunk to the head, as you can see there. Now, also, I forgot to mention, these are in gunmetal, that gunmetal chrome that Craftsman offers. This is your standard chrome. You can kind of see the difference close up there. It's pretty easy to tell the difference between the two. It's a nice looking ratchet, but it's not overly thin. And frankly, I think most of you would probably agree with me, the tooth count is not the end-all be-all on these things, and a lot of it's just a marketing gimmick. You can see there, it says 180 tooth right there, Craftsman, and then the part number on the other side. This is my 3/8 Dallas, like Fort Worth plant made in the US with Global Materials ratchet from Craftsman. And this is not the slimmest or lightest of ratchets, but even this you could see is thinner than the OverDrive ratchet for sure. The OverDrive ratchet does have a little bit more design to it, if that matters to you. It's a little less chunky, and it is a little bit longer as well. Frankly, I don't see that much about this ratchet that would really interest me that much. You can buy them separately, but I would have no desire to. The amount of teeth is not the end all be all. I'd much rather have a better back drag when getting when purchasing a ratchet. That to me is the most important part. So let's take a look at the sockets up close. These sockets have the teeth on every other side, every other wall of the socket. And this is similar to that Mac RBRT technology for rounded off or rusted bolts. When you compare it to the Fort Worth plant 3/4 inch to 3/4 inch, the Overdrive is in gunmetal, where the Fort Worth socket is in regular chrome. The gunmetal has a much better finish to it than the Fort Worth plant provided, but I already went over that in my other video. I'll put a link in the description box where I showed you that Fort Worth tool set where some of the quality control was not the best. That being said, I didn't really care. I just was showing you guys what they look like up close. But regardless, the finish on this is better. They're both 6-point sockets, and this whole set is 6-point sockets. So if you need 12-point, this is not the set for you. Overall, this is an okay set for the homeowner or DIY guy. If you're looking to, change brakes, if you're looking to use it around the house, there's nothing wrong with this set at all. Especially if you use it on things that are old, like if you, have an old lawnmower or whatever, so something where you can have old or rounded off bolts, you may want to look into this tool set. For me anyway, I am not a professional. I'm not working on cars every day. I'm a DIY guy. I'm a homeowner, but what I use a lot of my tools for is on my boat. It's an old boat and it goes in salt water. So if anyone knows anything about boats, and especially in salt water, is that a lot of the bolts and everything gets corroded and things get old and they get rounded out and rusted and things like that. This would be probably very beneficial for me to use as sockets, and maybe even the wrenches as well. For the money that they're charging for this, this one was $100 on sale, and I think the full price was $150. I believe the Fort Worth set that I made a review of previously, now granted that was unique. It was like they only made it for a short period of time and then they shut down the plant. I think that was an 80 piece and I got it for like $69 if I remember right. This is $100 on sale and it's an 80 piece. Now, I know there are some differences with that, but to me, it's a little expensive for what it is. Now, that being said, I'm sure they see it as this is kind of similar to Mac RBRT, which is obviously much, much more expensive. So they're giving you the option to get this sort of technology at a fraction of the price. So it is what it is, different strokes for different folks. Other than that, guys, it's a good set. If you have any questions, drop a comment in the comment section down below. I would love to help you guys in any way that I can. If you want to see those bigger sets, let me know as well in the comment section, and I would love to give an overview of those. But other than that, I appreciate you tuning in, and I will see you next time.